Start with Dave.
Wait a minute.
Got everybody on, Mayor?
Yes, sir. I believe everybody's here.
Well, it's 7 o'clock. I'm gonna call a meeting to order and I'm gonna call a roll. Dacus,
Here.
Farley,
Here.
Lillard,
Here.
Logan,
Here.
Oglesby,
Here.
Steve Reeves,
Here.
Rice,
Here.
and Ray Seals.
Here.
So we got the full committee with us tonight. That's good. Looks like the first item on our agenda is a budget amendment from our general fund. Looks like the soil conservation just wants to move some line item. It's like $4,000 coming out of travel and going into maintenance and repair. Zero change to the fund balance.
I move we
discuss-
approve.
All right, motion made by Commissioner Reeves to approve.
Rice,
Second,
second.
Farley.
I heard several. I know I heard Farley, second by Commissioner Farley. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye. Can't do that. That's right. I'm sorry. Old habits are hard to break. Okay, here we go. Dacus,
Yes.
Farley,
Yes.
Lillard, Logan,
Yes.
Oglesby,
Yes.
Steve Reeves,
Yes.
Rice,
Yes.
and Ray Seals.
Yes.
Okay, the motion passed. Second item on the agenda looks like sales tax update, the 5-year average. This Public Works Fund 131, 65,827 will be added to their fund balance. Who determines that number? Do we do that in-house or does the state tell us that number is, Mayor?
State sort of tells us that number is by law. They waited, well, they sent us the audit and the number was higher in the audit than what we had budgeted for. So they factored that in. We think we may figure a way around it next year, but for this year, we need to fund it at that number.
Okay. I'm sorry, Development Committee, Commissioner Farley.
Development Committee voted on it and approved it, so I make a motion that we approve it.
Okay, I have a motion. Commissioner Farley, and who did the second?
Oglesby.
Oglesby seconded. Any discussion now on this? Hearing none, we'll have a roll call vote. Dacus,
Yes.
Farley,
Yes.
Lillard,
Yes.
Logan,
Yes.
Oglesby,
Yes.
Steve Reeves,
Yes.
Rice,
Yes.
Ray Seals.
Yes.
All right, motion passed. All right, number 3. This is a contract with the Commission on Aging. This came before Health and Welfare last night. Commissioner Reeves, would you discuss this, please?
Yes, sir. This is something we do every year. If I'm right about that, right, Mayor?
It's
We
a
just
little bit
put it in the
different.
budget. And with a contract, we normally fund it without a contract,
Right.
but we're doing it this year with a contract.
Most years we have it on the nonprofit list. This year they're off the nonprofit list, and we're going to basically contract for them for services. In essence, we're going to make their match for the services that they're being provided out of Memphis.
So I make a motion, we approve.
All right, Commissioner Steve Reeves has made a motion that we approve this contract with the Commission on Aging. I need a second.
Second.
And that was that Logan? All right, second by Commissioner Logan. Any discussion or questions on this before we vote? And I'll have a roll call. Dacus,
Yes.
Farley,
Yes.
Lillard. Lillard. I don't hear him. Hey, Lillard, are you in favor of this?
Like,
Yes.
Okay, yes. Oglesby,
Yes.
Steve Reeves,
Yes.
Rice,
Yes.
and Ray Seals.
Yes.
All right, next several items is dealing with refunding some of our debt, or maybe all of it, but several pages of it. First item is the comptroller letter. Mayor, will you walk us through this, please?
yes, sir. What we've got in front of you is we're at the point where in our debt that we can refund it. If you remember when we issued debt, there's generally several years in there you can't refund it at all, basically refinance it. And so, but we've gotten past those on this issues we're talking about here, which is most of them. And long story short, by refinancing it, and our debt goes out to the year 2036. By refinancing it, we can save approximately $3 million. So we talked with Mr. Scott Gibson, who is our financial advisor. He's been on with us for a number of years. And we bought in a few years, about 2 years back, 18 months back, where we were going to do some fire trucks. So I've asked him, it will take about $1.8 million to do those fire trucks. Now, so what I asked him to do was to layer in that $1.8 million on top of this. So in essence, we'll be able to get those fire trucks, which are 3 pumpers and 3 tankers. And over the period of time from now to 2036, pay $1.2 million less. So in essence, I won't say getting the pumpers free, but it'll be with the same amount of money. He said we have somewhere between, he could probably layer in another $500,000 to $1 million if there was a project we needed to work on. I did tell him about some of the stuff here at the Justice Complex we talked about that was not as pressing now, but we may have to address it here in the future shortly. We can do that later. I don't think we have an exact project right now. One other thing we'll just want to remind you of is that if we want to do something on the animal shelter and need to add some money on top of it, now might be a time to do it. We've got about $300,000 in the account for it. Roughly another 100 to 200,000, depending on what we decide to build and how we build it and that type of stuff, would probably need to finish it out. But on that same score, we'd have enough fees if we need to annually generated fees that we could probably pay the debt off or whatever we borrow. So we could probably wait on that one if that's the way. But what you've got in front of you is that refinancing the debt, an additional 1.8 million of real dollars in debt, but over the period of time from now to 2036, it will be $1.2 million less expended. And I think I lost my chairman.
Practice of censoring for political opinion, declaring things hate speech or offensive and dangerous, censoring for that.
Let's give Commissioner German just a little bit more time. Anybody got any questions on this? Anything? I put all three packages in there, so if somebody wanted to drill down in it, they could see what I was looking at.
Mayor, I have a question. Without going through all of it, what does the rate go to? From what to what?
Summary rate, I think we were at, I honestly can't tell you what it averaged out at between the three of them,
Okay.
but I will get that for you.
Do you know what it's going to go to?
I want to say like 2.5 or 2.8 somewhere in that area, but
Okay.
don't hold me to
And
that.
we're not approving the purchase of those tankers. We're just setting the groundwork for if that's what we want to put in. I know we've talked about it, but is that correct?
That's correct. I guess what I need from some guidance from the commission is to whether we want to do that now and capture and go ahead and obligate it and purchase those tankers. So we get a volume discount and whatever goes with it. Or whether we want to do that on a yearly basis and realize the savings on a year-to-year basis.
I have one question, Mayor.
Yes, sir.
This is Dacus. What does it cost to do this? Are your savings including the cost?
Oh, yes, yes.
Okay. What does it actually cost to do this?
It's going to probably be 50 or 60,000 by the time they push all the paper around.
Yeah.
But there is a breakdown. If it's not in this packet, and I thought it may have been, I will make sure you have that.
It may be, but I hadn't found it.
Okay. Tell you what, if I do find it, and I know it, if I don't have it in here, then I'll make sure you get it. And that commissioner, the comptroller's letter was basically what we sent the comptroller getting the process started, just asking for permission. They've got to bless whatever we do. It doesn't say much more than here's what we want to do. And are we good enough to do it?
That's what is here.
Our chairman come back on?
Not yet. No, sir. Let me see if I can find him.
If you're looking for the issuance,
Not on it.
this is Charles. If you're looking for the issuance cost, on the three summaries, there's
you
a
could-
page, estimated total.
I was thinking, say you can dial in. Hang on a minute, and I'll give it to you.
Wow, is that Willie?
Yeah, I got him on the phone. His Wi-Fi conked out.
He can do that, or
Dial in.
he can dial in, or he can call my phone, whichever he wants to do.
He's gonna dial in, Mayor.
Okay.
Charles, I didn't get the page you said.
I didn't. 65, there's one for 2012A. And if you look at the column, you'll see the original issuance cost for the 2011 bond, and then you'll see a column for the 2012A column. And then you see a total issuance summary that shows the underwriter's discount, the cost of issuance, and then the refunding fund. And then if you look on the next page, 66, you'll see the cost of issuance for the new series bond. And all three of those packets have those two pages in there.
Charles, I don't think our pages are numbered at the bottom like that.
They're not. Mine aren't, I know.
It will be page 6 and 7 of the 2021A bond. Oh, shoot, I just lost my thing. Okay.
Willie German.
Joined the meeting.
Willie's in now, Skip.
Yeah, I think we have our chairman back.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion that we do this refunding.
Second. I think he's still muted looking at my,
Yeah, hold on a second. Let me see if I can get him undone. Willie, do a *6. That generally gets it undone.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yes,
Now we can hear you.
yes, sir.
All right, I'm sorry. I was afraid one of these days that Wi-Fi would do that because it does it sometimes. But anyway, so I think I heard Commissioner Oglesby made a motion that we do this refunding. I couldn't catch who made the second.
Commissioner Reeves.
Commissioner Steve Reeves. All right, we have a motion and a second. Now, Mayor, is this all 4 of those items at one
Yes.
time?
all 4 of these at one time, yes, sir.
Okay, is that okay with Oglesby and Reeves?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good with that.
Okay, let's have a roll call then. Dacus,
Yes.
Farley,
Yes.
Lillard,
Yes.
Logan,
Yes.
Oglesby,
Yes.
Steve Reeves,
Yes.
Rice,
Hold on a second. She's unmuted. I mean, muted.
Yes.
okay, and then Ray Seals.
Yes.
Unanimous, motion passed. All right, the redistricting committee, page 133. I think we got a resolution that you need approved, right, Mayor?
Yes, sir.
On how we're gonna do this.
Yes, sir.
Let me get to it. All right, on page 133, it's a resolution to establish a redistricting committee. It looks like under section 2, the mayor's recommended these members. One, Josh Tapp, who of course is our elections administrator, of course the mayor, and he's saying 1 school board member, 1 county commissioner, and then other. Mayor, what have you got in mind on the other?
The other, I thought Mr. Vip Lewis might be a good one to sort of set in. He's been around a long time, knows the county, and he'd be a pretty impartial and good resource.
You already got names
I
in
don't.
mind for the,
I
okay.
don't.
You just need this resolution done so you can start
Yes.
gathering up who you want on it.
That's pretty much it. I'd like to have this done in February meeting, but yes, sir, I do need the resolution to move forward.
And this
I
is
move
the
we approve.
form. Okay, I
Second.
got a motion. All right, was that Commissioner Reeves that made the motion?
Yes, sir.
All right, and who made the second?
Oglesby.
Okay, a motion made by Commissioner Reeves and seconded by Commissioner Oglesby. Any other discussion before we roll call vote? Mayor, I have one question. Is this how we've done it in the past?
We've done it similar to this. Last time we did this, myself and CTAS put together several plans, and we went into a committee that had city mayor, school board, utilities, and a few other folks. This time, CTAS sent out a resolution that sort of basically laid out this format. And the way I envision it working is that we'll put together a plan, bring it to the commission, get guidance, and then take it back for tweaking.
Okay, so we will get to approve your school board member and your county commissioner and your other, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, any other questions, committee? Hearing none, let's have a roll call. Commissioner Dacus,
Yes.
Farley,
Yes.
Lillard,
Here.
Lillard, okay, Logan,
Yes.
Oglesby,
Yes.
Steve Reeves,
Yes.
Rice,
Yes.
Ray Seals.
Yes.
Motion passed, Mayor. Okay, number 6, audit review date. Now, is this to set up a meeting to review the audit by the audit committee, Mayor?
Yes, sir. That's pretty much the reason for it. Just want to get a date set down and either before this commission meeting or before the next one at the latest.
All right, what's your pleasure? What's your recommendation before our next, this month's county commission meeting?
Why don't we do it before the March one, so we can run it in with the same, either right before or right after the budget committee. Depending on how big budget looks like in March, we might run a different night, but just have it in there that same week for those meetings.
Well, are you wanting that date approved tonight? We need to know that date.
Give me 2 seconds, I'll tell you. Let's see. I've got a question. Do you want a Wednesday night meeting or a Thursday night meeting?
I'm good either
I'd
way.
rather have a Thursday. If I don't know what, I won't be on it anyway, will I?
Who's on it?
I guess I am on it.
I think you are on it. I think you, Mr.
Yeah, that's right.
Oglesby, and I forgot the other 2 members.
Miles Wilson was on it, wasn't he?
He is. Yeah, he's chairman.
No, I'm chairman.
Thursday,
You're chairman. Okay.
Thursday would suit me better, Mayor.
Okay, well, Thursday's fine. That would be the 11th.
And that would be after our budget meeting. It'd be before the commission meeting.
Right. That's all we know.
Is that what you want to do?
Yes, sir.
All right, March the 11th. Any of the other members have any problem with that?
Yeah, am I on it, Mayor?
I
I kind of think you are.
think you are. I'll have to get, there's 5 votes, and I think you're on it. I'll have to go back.
Okay.
And get,
I kind of think I am too. I'm good. It doesn't matter to me.
okay. Y'all want a 5:30, 6, 7 o'clock meeting? When would that be a better time?
In the morning?
We can do that.
Earlier the better. 5:30 is good with me.
That's fine with me too.
Y'all tell me.
I'm good.
Somebody make a motion.
5:30.
All right, I got a motion from Commissioner Oglesby that we meet at the audit committee will meet on March 11th at 5:30 p.m. I need a second.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Reeves. I guess we need a roll call vote again. Dacus,
Yes.
Farley,
Yes.
Lillard, Logan,
Yes.
Oglesby,
Yes.
Steve Reeves,
Yep. Yes.
Rice,
Yes.
and Ray Seals.
Yes.
Okay, what else we got, Mayor?
I'll do it.
Well, I'm sorry. I apologize to the committee about my Wi-Fi out here, but anyway, we still got through it pretty quick. Any other business needs to be brought up?
No, sir.
Not hearing anything. I'll declare the meeting adjourned then. Thank y'all.
See you later.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.